A very good evening and welcome to the first episode of Balla Ball Network. Today we're going to discuss about the recent debacle of the recent T20 World Cup, recently concluded World Cup, where India lost the semi-final to the English side. So while India did very well in the group stages and we are all very happy about it, we're very proud of our side because they finished first in the group. But let's look at what happened in this 1 year between the last T20 World Cup, which took place in the UAE in 2021, and this one, which took place in Australia in 2022. So, last World Cup, we lost to Pakistan hands down in the first match because we made 151, they chased down 152. They chased down 152 for no loss, and within 18 overs, so Babar and Rizwan were the ones who opened and who finished the match as well. So that was a humiliating defeat that actually hampered our morale greatly. And then we lost to New Zealand hands down again because we were able to make only 110 post a batting collapse, which they again chased down quite easily. So then we were, of course, knocked out from that World Cup. And after that World Cup, we saw that the era of Captain Virat Kohli and Coach Ravi Shastri came to an end. And a new captain and coach were appointed, which is Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, respectively. So we all, as Indian fans, cricket fans, had a lot of hopes that now the team will look to do something new and the team will make some changes. More so because Rohit Sharma was a five-time IPL lifting captain. And Rohit Sharma himself came in and said that, as captain, I will look to change the T20 template of India, which I felt was necessary because that's where we were lacking. We were somewhere playing slow cricket. We were somewhere playing like one dayers in T20s. So Rohit said that we will change the template. We will bat aggressively. We will play attacking cricket. We will play fearless cricket. Something similar to the brand of English cricket, that the England team started playing post the 2015 World Cup. So 2015 World Cup took place in Australia, 50 over World Cup, where England were knocked out by Bangladesh. And after that, they decided, that we will play a fearless brand of cricket. We will attack and we will change the way the game is played in white ball cricket. So then we saw what happened 2016 T20 World Cup that took place in India. They reached the final and they were about to win when Carlos Brathwaite smashed those four sixes. So had he not smashed those four sixes, England would have won that World Cup. And then 2019 they won the 50 over World Cup and now they are also holding the 20 over World Cup. So what is it that they did right? They just changed their approach. They adopted this fearless approach in which they were attacking right from ball one. And Rohit Sharma, as captain, said that this is what we too will look to do. We will look to play aggressive cricket. So when he said that, we wanted to look at how the team does. And just going into the stats a bit, the first series we played after the 2021 T20 World Cup was a home series against New Zealand, which we won 3-0. We beat New Zealand, the same New Zealand who were the finalists of that T20 World Cup. Why? Because in the first T20, at the end of the power play, which is the first 6 overs, our score was 56 for 1, which is an outstanding score to get in the first 6 overs. As a result, we were able to chase down 166 comfortably. Second T20, again Rohit Sharma attacked from the very beginning, scoring 55 of 36 balls. As a result, we chased down 154 in how many overs? 17.2 overs. We chased down the score because we attacked from the very beginning. The third T20, at the end of the power play, which is the first 6 overs, we were 69 for no loss. More than 11 and over. 11 and a half and over. So, and that's how, it went on. Then the West Indies series came, the Sri Lanka series came. The story was the same, we were attacking, we were playing wonderful cricket, we were getting 50 to 60 or more in the first 6 overs. Then we were either posting a big total on the board or we were chasing down small totals in very less overs, big totals by the, pretty comfortably, well before 20 overs. So things seem to find their way. It looked like we found our way, and the Indian team could be good contenders to lift the trophy in 2022. So then a lot of series did take place, and I remember this year, 2022, the Indian team traveled to England for a T20 series, which the Indian team won 2-1. We won. We were leading that series 2-0, where our team was playing England at their home, and that England, which is like A World Cup, who everybody knew that they are the favorites to win the World Cup, they and Australia, of course. So because England had that fearless approach, and you knew that all their batters could hit the bowlers out of the park whenever they wanted to. So we beat that England in their den. We beat them 2-0 first, and then in the final T20, they made 215 runs, which is, of course, a massive total, and we couldn't chase it down, but we went quite far. And Surya Kumar Yadav played that outstanding knock of 117 runs of 55 balls. So please do watch the highlights, even if you watched it before, because it's an amazing knock that he had played. So I've posted the link in the description, so please do watch that as well. However, yeah, Surya was attacking, and the whole team was had adopted that aggressive approach. So things were looking very good. Um, when up to this World Cup. And we knew that our team is good enough to actually lift the World Cup because we had adopted that approach, aggressive approach. Come the World Cup, the first match we had against Pakistan, what happened is our batting collapsed. We are chasing 160, and in 10 overs, we are 45 for 4. Virat Kohli on the crease, Hardik Pandya at the crease, and Dinesh Karthik yet to come. So I honestly had not exactly given up, but I had very less hopes because I knew that 115 in 10 overs against that Pakistani bowling lineup with just 6 wickets in hand, when you're 4 down, that gives a massive psychological advantage to Pakistan. So, but then, Virat Kohli had other plans and he played like a king. He played that phenomenal knock and he won it for us single-handedly. While Hardik Pandya was good in the partnership, but he didn't attack as such, right? He played a knock of 40 runs of 37 balls, which is just about run a ball. So it was Virat who did all the hitting and he won it single-handedly. So that match, of course, the top order failed, but Virat single-handedly won us the match. I really don't know what happened after that match. Somewhere I feel the team management felt that, because we won this match through this template, probably this is the way to go. And we will back Virat Kohli to play a longish innings, and the others will just bat around him. So the batting will revolve around Virat Kohli, while and we will play very cautiously. We will preserve our wickets, and in the end, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, and Dinesh Karthik or Rishabh Pant, whoever plays, will do the tough job, which is to hit out and get us those 65, 70 odd runs in the last 5 overs. Honestly, that doesn't work, right? In today's game, it's not a 5 over game. It's not a 10 over game that you start in the second half. It is a T20 game. It is a game of 120 deliveries. Whoever scores more in the 120 deliveries wins the match. So you have to go for the runs from the very first ball. That's what England has taught the world. So I'd say fortunately we were able to top our group because we played against, and don't get me wrong, but we played against average teams in our group matches and we topped it. With an average template, we were able to do well against average teams. But come the semi-finals, we played against top teams. We were supposed to play against top teams. So against top teams, you need a top forgot the word. You need a top template. An average template will not work against the top teams, and that's where we faltered. Right in that match, while Surya Kumar, of course, didn't get runs, Hardik Pandya finished off beautifully, but still 169 weren't enough because in 10 overs we were 64 or 62 odd, losing just 1 wicket. So I couldn't understand, why Virat played so slow, and that actually added pressure. So I'm not blaming Virat, but I'm just saying that this template did not work. And I don't understand the template that worked for us in India and abroad for one full year after the 2021 World Cup. Why did we drop the template in the World Cup? Just because Virat won that one match against Pakistan. So we thought that he will win us every match single handedly. The others will not do anything. Others will not play up to their potential. I really don't understand why we adopted that approach, why we changed our template, our successful template, right when we are in the World Cup. So I think that's the main reason why we could not play well. And the second very big reason is that you look at the 4 teams that reached the semi-final, right? Apart from India, the other 3 teams. So we look at New Zealand, they have a quality leg spinner in Ish Sodhi. We look at England, they have a quality leg spinner in Adil Rashid, who actually curbed a lot of runs in the semi-final and the final. You look at Pakistan, they have an outstanding leg spin all rounder, which is Shadab Khan. So everybody had a top leg spinner in their side. You're playing in Australia, the land of Shane Warne. And we, the Indian squad, if you look at the whole squad, the uh, only or the biggest wicket taker in the squad, Yuzvendra Chahal, is not part of any of the playing 11s, any of the matches. Didn't even get to play against Netherlands or Zimbabwe. Forget any other big match, right? So we took him just to serve water to the players. I don't understand. 2021 T20 World Cup, we didn't take him. 2022, we took him just to serve water. We played Ravichandran Ashwin. No offense to Ravichandran Ashwin, no disrespect, but is he really one of our best T20 bowlers? We need to ask ourselves. Ravichandran Ashwin didn't do well at all, as per me. Akshar Patel's World Cup was disastrous. Not his fault. Jadeja got injured. He was the only like for like replacement, and somewhere his bowling style was more suited to Indian conditions. So he probably couldn't adapt well to the Australian conditions. But with the bat, also, he failed. He didn't do anything throughout the tournament with the bat. That's what I'm upset about. Then Dinesh Karthik, the best finisher in the IPL, didn't get we didn't get to see any bit of it in the T20 World Cup. He was just like, a person in the batting lineup who was almost non-existent. So anyway, these were the things, even Mohammad Shami wasn't that good. Arshdeep was excellent. So our bowling definitely wasn't good enough. There's no doubt about that. But the fact that we lost to England hands down in the semi-final, we lost a one-sided affair to them, is probably because in our batting also we didn't follow the template that we should have. The template that made us win series after series, that made Rohit Sharma look extremely good as a captain. I don't know why we dropped that template. Right into the World Cup, we thought that we will again go into our shell. We will preserve wickets, preserve wickets, preserve wickets, attack in the last 5 overs. It's not a 5 over game, it's a T20 game. You play like this, the moment the top team comes, they will beat you black and blue, which is what happened when England chased down 170 in 16 overs. What did we think? So I really don't understand why these very basic mistakes are done in team selection, in preparing the template, because these are things that any person, any random cricket fan in India will tell you. Children will tell you, shopkeepers will tell you. So it's very frustrating as an Indian to look at this, but all we can do is just hope that the team understands this and they work towards this in the future. So hoping for a better future for Indian cricket, and I hope you liked the video. I thank you so much if you did watch till the end. If you didn't, that's also fine. Probably we didn't do good enough. We look forward to improving. This is our first video. But if you did watch till here, thank you so very much. Please do share your feedback in the comments. We'll try to incorporate the changes. And so, yes, thank you so much. Good evening. Bye bye.